Hi, I'm Paul Gibson from Jenny Bees, and today I'm going to do a little bit of queen rearing. I'm sort of aiming this at beekeepers that don't have loads and loads of hives. A lot of the books and the instructional videos that you can get hold of really concentrate on commercial beekeepers who want to breed batches of queens after batches of queens. And for many small-scale beekeepers that's just not possible and not practical. So what I'm going to show you here is a method that was devised by a guy called Ben Harding, where you actually use a queenright colony and it doesn't affect the honey flow, and it's actually quite simple to do. Prepared this hive last night actually, and I'll just crack it up and show you inside exactly what is involved. I'll put some grafts, drop them in, and then we'll follow along with a series of videos and see how it's getting on. It's actually quite chilly today. The problem with queen rearing is once you start it, whatever the weather, you've got to carry on. So I'll just show you what I've got in here. So this is, as you can see, I've got a standard brood box on the bottom, queen excluder, and then a second brood box above it. And this is what I set up last night. So what I've got in here is one normal brood box at the bottom with the queen excluder, and then I've put this second brood box above it, and you can see I've put these dummy boards in. So the idea behind this system is that the queen and all the normal bees are working away in the bottom. Any nectar that they bring in, they'll have to funnel through these 4 frames and then up into the supers. That congestion in the top there should create the ideal situation for rearing queens. So I set this up last night. I've just got 1 frame of pollen. I've put in my cell raising bar just so that they can lick it clean from last year, etc. And then I got a frame of brood that I took out of the bottom and just raised up above the queen excluder. All the nurse bees, as you can see, have come up to the top to look after that brood, and then I've got another frame of pollen on the end. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take out nicely cleaned cells, hopefully. I'm going to put some eggs in them and drop them back in, and I'll show you how we get on. Okay, so I've just dropped the grafts in there now. What I forgot to mention was, whilst I was getting my queen cells, I actually put another floor in between the 2 brood boxes, so all the bees in this top brood box would within an hour feel queenless, and it just makes them respond a bit quicker when I drop the eggs in. So what I'm going to get my veil back on now, and I'll just take this floor out and merge them back together to be a complete hive, and then we'll come back in a couple of days and see how they're getting on. So just to recap, I've got a couple of dummy boards just to make the chimney effect, with a frame of pollen, a frame of brood, my frame of grafts, and another frame of pollen. I'll just take this floor out of here now, put them all back together as a complete hive, hopefully. I put the super back on, and they can still continue to forage. In fact, the hive will continue to function just quite normally now. And we'll come back in a couple of days just to see if they've actually taken any of those queen cells. If not, it's probably my grafting that's at fault, and I'll have another go. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen today. We have plenty more videos in the series, plenty more on queen rearing for the smaller setup in particular. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.